Thank you for tuning in to mrchoi.com.au. Today's topic is about the top 11 listing questions to ask. The top 11 listing questions to ask. So generally what we do when we appraise a home, we come inside, we say, is there anywhere where we can put our things down? That's generally the dining table. And then we build up some rapport and we sit down before we do anything, before we do the tour, okay? And so this is where we would ask these questions. It's funny, you can see my text went from dark to light. Anyways, randomness there. Okay, so I've put here questionnaire. So on our pre-listing kit, we have a questionnaire. It's just some tick boxes and a couple of things that the owner can fill out. And when we sit down in the report builder, thanks once again, Mr. Vendor, for having us here. By any chance did you happen to have time to fill out that questionnaire? Tear that out and have a quick look at it, okay? It's got a lot of, it's got some of these questions on it. It's also got the price that they're looking for, number from 1 to 10, what's important to them, looking for a real estate agent. And that is what we actually tweak our listing presentation to. For example, if the internet's important to the client, open for inspection is important to the client, and marketing, we'll focus on that, not commission. But if commission is important to the client and strategy and size of the office is important, that's what our listing presentation will revolve around. Just on that, one person, one party will generally fill out that questionnaire. And so you need to make sure that both parties agree that that's what they're both looking for. Also, sometimes I think it's fair to say the most dominant person isn't always the person that fills out, or the decision maker isn't always the person that fills out the questionnaire, because the decision maker might make the decision to say, hey Mr. or hey Mrs. wife, husband, can you fill out the questionnaire? And then they're only giving their perspective on it. So that's just something to think about. Anyway, top 11 questions from here up, there down. What's game plan? Well, why have you decided to call us in? What's real estate plans? I like to be a little bit casual. That's our marketplace. What would you like to achieve from our meeting today? What's important to you? What do you want me to discuss? Where will you be moving to? Okay, what suburb will you be moving to? Now, before I go into all of this, actually another note is to say, is it okay that I take some notes? I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I want to make sure that we can understand your whole situation correctly, so that we can guide you in the right way to achieve the best possible outcome for what you're doing, and put together a strategy for you. Is it okay that I write some notes? Okay, where will you be moving to? Have you purchased? What's the settlement? That gives you some motivation, okay? When did you want to be in your new home? AKA, when did you want to put this up for sale? How did you find out about the house for sale ×2? How did you find out about the house for sale that you're buying? And how did you find out about this house for sale that you've already bought and you're thinking about selling? Because you can use that later on in terms of the marketing. They might say that they found it in a letterbox drop. And so it's important for you to talk about letterbox drops later on, for example. When did you want this property to be on the market? Okay? Are you planning on doing any work? If so, what are you planning on doing? So you can make sure that they spend $1 and get $2 back. Okay, not over capitalize while you're going through the tour. Have you sold before? What's your experiences from that? Because people have binoculars. They see the world in a different way based on their experiences. So we need to make sure that we lock into those experiences and make sure that we guide them through the listing presentation through their experiences. Because if they've experienced something in the past, that could be gun shines, other things, okay? An obvious one is auctions. Someone might have auctioned 3 houses before, they all failed. You go in there for an auction, you can still list an auction, but it's going to be a little bit harder, okay? How did you buy this home ×2? How did you buy this home that we're in right now? How did you buy this home that you're going to? What are you looking for in a real estate agent? What's important to you? What qualities, what attributes, what characteristics do you want in a real estate agent, Mr. Vendor? And then I talked about that questionnaire before. So there, in my mind, the top 11 questions, some of them intertwine, okay? But if you don't have to ask all of them, you don't have to go in that order. A few of them are pertinent, I believe. And if you have that in your tool belt, that enables you to build up rapport, and then later use that information later on when you're explaining something to them. When you're teaching a client about something, you can pull on their experiences. Rather than talk about other people's experiences, you can say, remember how you told me you did this? Well, the reason why we do this is because when you did that last time, when you told me about it, this is the outcome. So this is why we'd like to move it this way. How does that sound to you? So you use their past experiences. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Take care.